She's a writing consultant and a trainer. She helps women and young professionals with their personal and career development. Through her writing, she has covered works on women issues and careers development for professionals in early and mid-level careers. Her work has been published in various blogs and magazines. She has also interviewed top global thought leaders like Jane Edgerton Ibehe, former head of sales, Facebook, Middle East and West Africa, Dupe Akinsu, global leadership development consultant, and Chidi Coatsworth, founder and CEO Donors for Africa, the leading capacity building organization for non-profits in Africa. Please, let's put our hands together. Her name is Amuli Egosase. Amuli runs a platform called Happy Wifey that offers resources to help young women overcome challenges and achieve their dreams, especially when it comes to balancing motherhood. Her main goal is to make sure no woman misses out on her potentials in life. Please, sisters, put your hands together as we welcome one of us, an adorable, a mother, a Christian, a God-fearing woman. She is a rock. Mrs. Amuli Egosase, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, Mr. You're welcome to this session. So like she said, my name is Amuli Egosase. So I'll be facilitating this session on personal branding. You know, this whole workshop is about unlocking the brand in you. So we are talking about the importance of personal brand. Why should you develop your personal brand? We're in the internet age. You know, all of us, we have our social media pages. But how are we using it? How are we capitalizing on that? Because the internet has democratized opportunities. Long before now, only CEOs of organizations or celebrities or influencers, can gain access to opportunities that can take them higher. But now it doesn't matter what level of the organization you are, or even if you are just a small business owner. Or even if you are just a small business owner or a student, if you are able to position your personal brand properly, you'll be able to attract opportunities from any part of the world. So that is why we are talking about personal brand today, developing your personal brand. I know this is a Christian gathering, so it permits me to make, to take some tips or and make references from the Bible. The Bible said the sons of Issachar understood the times, and as such they were able to maximize opportunity. So as children of God and as Christian women, we were able to take advantage of the times. We'll be able to unlock our potentials. So it is my hope that after this session, you'll be able to identify what you want to be known for, you'll be able to identify your target audience, and you'll be able to craft your personal brand message. So you've been hearing personal brand, personal branding, personal branding. What is it all about? In the corporate space, they'll tell you personal brand is what is said about you when you're not in the room. That is when the decision makers, the CEOs, top level executives, those that are vested with the authority to making the decision about your next level or your being able to access any opportunity in the organization. So whatever they say about you is what your personal brand is. So for example, in 2017, I discovered that I was a month pregnant. And I applied for a job, I think the year before, so I was called for an interview. So I told myself that if I am able to if I get a job, I will know how to navigate the pregnancy. Because most organizations will not want to employ you when they find out that you are pregnant. So I was hoping that would be the case. So when I got to the venue, we were about 50 or thereabouts. And so I scaled through the interview stages until we were about 2 legs. And when I spoke with the HR manager, I had the impression that I was going to be given the job. So she asked me where I was staying. I told the place I was staying was quite far from where the organization was. But she said, okay, I'll have to speak with the CEO. So when I saw the CEO, the first thing he said, are you hungry? And I said, yes. This was after 12 o'clock. I left my house before 8, arrived at the venue by 8, and we've gone through various stages of interview. And you're asking me if I'm hungry, I should be hungry. I was even a month pregnant, so I didn't have any option other than to say yes. And then he said, okay, will you go and eat? I said, no, until the interview is over. And then he said, you look soft. I said, I said, what do you mean by that, sir? Make a statement again. I said, Then he asked me, how many children do you have? I said, 2. What are their ages? I told them, and I told him rather. And I think my children were about 1 year and 8 months apart at then. So he said I should just keep my fingers crossed. I just knew I was not going to get the job. I went home, I was crying because I needed a job badly at that point in time. So I think what they were looking for was someone who was physically strong. I was not looking that way. That same week I went somewhere again, and someone was supposed to give me something, a role to play, and they asked, can she do it? Making that gesture of she looks soft. So that week, I just got the impression that this is how I'm being perceived. It's part of personal branding. You are saying things about what you do and who you are. Personal branding is about marketing yourself, your expertise, your skills. So don't be quiet. So what are the benefits of personal branding? It helps you become visible. My former boss was, like you read in my bio, she was former regional head of sales, Middle East and West Africa. She had served in various telecommunications organizations, but with her consistent posting on LinkedIn. So if you are a student here, you should make sure you're on LinkedIn, because that's the place for professionals. Do you understand? You get the most out of LinkedIn than on Facebook. So she was, consistently sharing about her expertise on LinkedIn, and that was how she got head-hunted for that role on Facebook. Today, she's now, recently, just last week, she was appointed as CEO of IncomSat. The Tinubu government appointed her. And that's still because she's still, imagine somebody who's already at that level, still talking about the things she does. How much more of? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So with that, with your personal branding, you become visible, you begin to attract opportunities. You have to assess opportunities. Another person I'll talk about is entertainer. Right from the time I didn't want to work in the civil service. But entertainer here, she's working in Kogi State. Where is it Kogi State? It's one of the remote states in Nigeria. I don't know if I'm wrong, but for me that's my own perception of that state. I wouldn't call it an urban, should I say an urban city like place like Lagos. Do you understand? But from Kogi State, she was able to create a brand that helped her to gain partnerships with international organizations. Why? Because she set up shop on Instagram and Facebook. Do you understand? She had to define the value she brings to the table. She's a health professional. And so she thought of, okay, how am I going to, I'm passionate about health. I want people to learn about health. So how am I going to bring that information to young people? And that's why she combined it as, bringing health information in an entertaining way. That's why she coined the name Health-tainer. So she has done a number of things, partnered with several organizations, just because she set up shop on social media. She took advantage of the digital age to showcase what she has, the value she brings to the table. And because of that, she's not just an ordinary civil servant. Even the Kogi State government, they are bowing down for her because of the value she has added to that sector. Another person I'll talk about is Nurse Breggy. I don't know if we know her on Facebook. She's a midwife, very young girl. She should be in her 20s, maybe late 20s or so. But by talking about teaching women, pregnant women, about maybe the things they normally teach them in antenatal classes. So by just reiterating those points on Facebook, she gained a lot of international recognition and awards. Do you understand? Now she's in the UK. We don't know if that was instrumental, but at least that would have helped her career one way or the other. So the question, as I'm saying these things now, ask yourself, what do I have? What do I have? What am I passionate about? Like my happy wife now, it's built around my experience as a mom who had 3 children in 3 years without no help. You know, I was falling under the weight of taking care of them on my own. And I found that many women are falling under the weight of taking care of their children and pursuing their ambitions at the same time. Do you understand? So I started that initiative to help other women. Because if I had started out there, oh, I don't have a job, oh, I can't get a job because I have children, and I don't want to just do anything because I know my worth, I don't have a job, perhaps I would not have gotten to where I've gotten to today. I know the people have met, I know how my network has expanded because I took the step. So many women, I remember one time one woman asked me, why do women's dream die once they get married and start having children? So I know many women, their dreams have been suppressed. They can't even dream again. You know, dreams do die. Many of us, there are some dreams that we had before we got married, but those dreams are nowhere to be found because parenting and motherhood and all that, they've taken all that away. So with my initiative, I'm able to inspire women to pursue their dreams despite the challenges of motherhood. One or so. And that was why I felt ill. My in-law was saying, he said, I saw your Facebook post. I said, sir, but you did not like it. I'll go to church, I'll go somewhere. People will be telling me that, I saw your post, or you don't post anymore. So all these human beings, they used to sleep before. So I used to wonder, because when you make the post, they don't like it. Do you understand? For the fact that you don't like it does not mean they are not seeing it. So an opportunity, you don't know who can connect you, so just keep doing it. Don't be, how do I put it now? Don't be discouraged. Don't be afraid to share your story, your ideas. Even if you are a student, like I've said earlier on, when you are a student, it's my time off. Please. If you say you don't have any experience, you have something. Just check. You have something you're passionate about. You don't need to be an expert. You don't need to have a PhD. You don't need to have a master's degree. You don't even need to have a BSc. Just identify something that you are passionate about and start. So even if you say you are a student, I want to talk about this guy, Emmanuel Duka. He was still in school. He had not graduated yet, but he was making posts on LinkedIn. Normally, we assume that it's people who have graduated that should be on LinkedIn. But this boy was in his final year. And guess what? Tony Elemelu found him. Imagine that you have a connection. Your life don't change now. And you have a connection with Tony Elemelu. You have changed forever. Tony Elemelu invited him for him to become his mentee just because he was sharing his knowledge on LinkedIn. And nothing is too stupid for you to share. Well, try as much as possible to ensure that it makes sense and you're actually doing it for your target audience. So what do you want to be known for? If you want to be, if you are determined to start showcasing your personal brand, what do you want to be known for? So you can define that along your passion, your skills, your experience. I've said that before. So define your target audience. You will get more engagement when you are when you are connected with your target audience. When this is, for example, my initiative, if I'm going to meet students who are not yet married, or who are not yet, they don't even know what it is yet to become pregnant, I will not get any form of engagement from doing that because I'm targeting moms, women who have more than one. Even if you have only one child, can make you have headache. How much more having more than one child? So define your target audience properly so you know how to reach them. So that whatever you are doing is going to make sense. Do you understand? Do you get me? I'm not
critics when you are trying to start this. Because first of all, immediately you start, it is the people that are closest to you. You don't want to fool yourself online and do. As soon as you hear that thing, you don't run down. All the morale that you have, you just feel like, I'm not going to do this. So how do you handle critics?
I understand, we're all humans. There is no way, whether it's online or offline, that you will not be criticized. There is no way. So you have to prepare your mind. Do you understand? I don't want to tell you what even my own husband. My husband is the alpha and omega of criticism. I don't want to tell you what it did to me. But in the end, he said, because if not for his criticism, I would not become what I became. So you have to make up your mind. Do you understand? If you know what you want to achieve, no, by the time you get to where you want to, by the time you get to the place you want to get to, those people that criticize you, they really want to come and celebrate you. Like me now, there are some people that will reach out to. There was one time I used to do interviews. There are some people they reach out to. They read your message, they will not respond. And that thing, it make you feel so. It make you feel discouraged. Do you understand? You've done everything. You've written all you want to write. You are hoping that you will get a response, but you don't get a response. You feel somehow because they are looking down on you maybe because you are not at their level. So you will feel bad. So there are many things you will get if you, by the time you decide that, okay, I want to start my personal brand. There are many things that will make you feel discouraged. But sister, I just want to encourage you. Don't feel discouraged. Don't care about what anybody says. Do you understand? Let your eyes be set on the goal. Everybody faces criticism. It doesn't matter the field you belong to, you must face criticism. Even now, you don't even know the people that are criticizing you. You have not heard what they are saying. Do you understand? So don't let that discourage you.
Please put your hands together for